Good morning, students. So today we will start our new chapter of mathematics. Okay, this will be our video 9. Okay, maths class 10. This will be chapter number 4. Chapter number 3 is not included in the syllabus, so no need to study chapter 3. So we have completed chapter 2 in the previous video. All the questions have been discussed. So today we will start our chapter 4, that is unit 2, algebra. Okay, linear equations. Linear inequations. Fine. So first, what is known as the linear inequations? We know what is equation. What is equation? There will be a equality sign, equal to sign, and there will be some left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so this will consist our equation. Okay, so linear means, what is linear? Linear means that the variable, suppose the variable may be x, y, or z, or anything. Okay, so if the highest power of the variable is 1, then it is said to be linear. Now in equation means generally in equation we put equal to sign, but in equation either it may be greater than, it will be less than, or greater than equal to, or less than equal to. This type of signs are known as our inequations, and there will be left hand side as well as right hand side. Okay, so this type of equations are known as our linear inequality. So if we give the basic definition, so a statement of inequality between two expression involve a single variable x with highest power 1. Suppose I give one example. Suppose 5x plus 4 is less than 6 plus 2x, like this. So equal to sign is not there, it is greater than or less than. Okay, those both sign may be included. Suppose your 3 by 2x less than equal to 6 plus x. So this sign is read as less than or equal to. Okay, like this. Similarly, this will be our greater than or equal to. Okay, so in this way we will learn. So general form you can see in page number 31, the general form. Okay, so general form will be your like ax plus b is less than c, or ax plus b is less than equal to c, or we can say that ax plus b is greater than c, or ax plus b is greater than equal to c. So like this. Okay, so this will be the four form of linear inequalities where a, b, c are all constant. Okay, constant means they will be some numbers only. Okay, so after knowing this, okay, so to satisfy this condition, suppose we have taken, okay, suppose we take this example, suppose we take one example, maybe like this one. Okay, so this, suppose this example. So to satisfy this condition, okay, we will put some value of x. Okay, so the set from which we will take the value of x. Okay, the set from which we will take the value of x is known as our replacement set, or the domain of the variable. Okay, so one term is there, your replacement set or domain of the variable. Domain of the variable means this one, x. Okay, so what is replacement set or the domain of the variable? It is the set from which the values of the variable x are replaced in equations. Okay, or the set from which we will put the value of x. Okay, that is called our replacement set. Okay, and after solving this inequality 1, okay, this inequality 1, we will find some values of x. After solving this equation, generally, suppose we take one example, suppose 2x plus 4 equal to 5. So this is an equation, not an inequation. Okay, so if we solve this, what we will get? Suppose this is 6, so 6 minus 4, which is 2, so x equals to 1. So that means the value of this x, after solving this equation, we have got the value of x. So this value of x is known as the solution set. Okay, and this will be from the replacement set. So replacement set is the set from which the value of the variable are replaced in an inequality. Okay, and there is another term, that is our solution set. Solution set. Okay, so this will be the set of all those value of x. This will be the set of all those value of x from the replacement set which satisfy the given inequality. Okay, so the value of x for which this inequality 1 will satisfy, that collection of values will be the solution set. Okay, so let us understand this with the help of an example. Fine. Suppose you can see one question in page number 31, that write down the solution set of x less than 5. Okay, so question is write down the solution set of x less than 5. Okay, and the replacement set is given when the replacement set is, suppose, set of natural number, n is represented for natural number. So how we will solve this? So question is, that means replacement set is n. So what is x? We have to take the value of x from the set of natural number. Okay, so now solution set is your x less than 5. That means we have to take all those value of x which are less than 5, but that may be, that numbers or that value of x must be natural number. Okay, so solution set will be, how we write this x belongs to set of natural number. Why? Because the domain of the set or the replacement set is n. So that means all the value of x must be taken from the set of natural number. And what is the condition? This such that, okay, this double dot is known as your such that. After this we write the condition. Okay, such that our x is less than 5. This is the condition. So all the natural number which are less than 5. So what will be this set now? All the natural number which is less than 5. So we have to write all the natural number which are less than 5. That is, we know that all the natural number less than 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be our required solution set. I think it is clear. And again, if the solution set, if the replacement set, if we take the replacement set to be whole number, okay, whole number. So we know whole number start from 0. So for 2, our solution set will be, our x belongs to now whole number such that x is less than 5. So we have to write all the whole numbers which are less than 5. So this will be our 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, because whole number start from 0. So like this. Okay, similarly, if the replacement set is I, integer, okay, then solution set will be, how to write, our now x belongs to integer such that our x is less than 5. So what are the integers which are less than 5? So less than 5 integers are, we can say 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So it will continue till infinity. So we have to put some triple dot, okay, and close the bracket. So this will be our required solution set. I think it is clear. Okay, so next we will move to the properties of inequality. These are very important, so you need to remember it. Only there will be four property. So 3 properties are very easy, but you need to remember the 4th one. Okay, it is very easy. Properties of inequations. Properties of inequations. So first property. So the first one is here, you can see in page number 31. Okay, page number 31. All of you open the page number 31 of your book. Okay, so adding the same number or expression to each side of an inequation does not change the inequality. So this is the first property. What it says? Adding the same number or expression. Either we may add same number or any expression towards the same. If we add any number, okay, both must be same in the left hand side and the right hand side of an inequality, or we can add the expression to each side of an inequality. Then adding that does not change the inequality. Okay. So suppose we take one example. Suppose x minus 2 is less than 4. Inequality is that x minus 2 is less than 4. So there are two sides, this part and this part. So if we add same number to the left hand side and the right hand side, the sign of the inequality will not change. Okay. So this means if we suppose x plus 2, x minus 2, suppose we are adding 2 on both sides, so less than 4 plus 2, then this will not change anything. Okay, so this will not change anything, because why? Because we have added 2 plus 2 on the left hand side as well as plus 2 on the right hand side. So sign will remain same. So it was less than, so it will remain less than. It will not change the sign. So after that we can solve. That is x minus 2 plus 2, this will be cancelled out, and less than 4 plus 2, this will be 6. So like this. Okay. Similarly, subtracting the same number of expression from each side of an inequality does not change the inequation. So I can just modify one, adding, or I can write adding or subtracting the same number. Either if we add the same number or if we subtract the same number or an expression to each side of an inequation, then it will not change the inequality. Okay. Suppose we take another example. Suppose this example only, x minus 2 less than 4. So suppose we want to subtract minus 2 on both sides. So x minus 2 less than, it may be minus 2 or it may be minus 3. Okay. So minus 3. So we have subtracted minus 3 on both sides. So sign will remain same. Sign will not change. Okay. So now you can solve it. So how we can solve it? This is x minus plus, this will be minus 5, less than 4 minus 3, this will be 1. So like this. Okay. Or we can take another example. Suppose x plus 2 less than 3. So suppose x plus 2 minus 2 less than 3 minus 2. We have subtracted 2 on both sides. So this will not change the sign. So this will be our x plus 2 minus 2 cancel out, less than 3 minus 2, this will be 1. Okay. So this is the first property and the second property. Okay. Now if we move to the third property, it says that multiplying or dividing each side of an inequality inequality or inequation we can write. Okay. So multiplying or dividing each side of an inequation by the same positive number. Okay. You have to remember the positive number, by the same positive number, not the negative number or not the 0. Okay. Does not change the inequality. So what is it? So in an inequation, if we multiply or divide the inequation by any positive number, okay, any positive number, it may not be, it must not be 0 or it must not be negative. Okay. So then it does not change the inequality. So suppose we have taken one inequality, x by 3 is less than 6. So if we multiply both side by 3, okay, suppose x by 3 into 3 less than 6 into 3. So then sign will not change. Okay. So this 3 cancel out. So we can say x is less than 18, like this. Or we can take the divide also. So for division, suppose we have another example. Suppose 2x is less than 4. Okay. So if we divide both side by 2, then this will also not change the sign. So this 2 to cancel. So we can write x is less than 2 to the 4. Okay. Now comes the very important property. This is the fourth property. Okay. Very important. So clearly you listen this property. Multiplying or dividing each side of an inequation by the same negative, now this comes the negative number. That means if we multiply or if we divide each side of an inequation by same negative number, so if we divide both sides by same negative number, then this reverses the inequality. Okay, negative number, what it does, it reverses the inequality. That means it changes the sign. If it was less than, then it will become greater than. If the sign was greater than, then after dividing or multiplying by the negative number, your sign will be changed. Okay, so that means if we give one example, suppose minus x is less than minus 2. Okay, so if we multiply both sides by minus 1, okay, so suppose we are doing, multiplying both sides by minus 1. So if we multiply both sides by minus 1, then minus 1 into minus x, this will be x, but the sign will now change. So when sign changes, only when we multiply or divide by a negative number, same negative number on both the sides. Okay, and minus 2 into minus 1, this will be 2, like this. Clear? If we take another example, suppose minus 2x is less than 8. So if we divide both sides by minus 2, then minus 2 divided by minus 2, this will be 1 x, but this less than will become greater than. And minus 8 divided by minus 2, this will be minus 4. Okay, so like this, minus 2x divided by minus 2, and the sign was less than, so it will become greater than, and 8 by minus 2. So after dividing, the sign changes. So 2 to cancel out, and 2 into minus 4, this is minus 8. So x is greater than minus 4. Okay, so you only when the sign changes, only when we are multiplying or dividing both sides of an inequation by a same negative number, then only the sign changes. Otherwise, in above 3 cases, adding or subtracting or multiplying by a positive number or subtracting or adding, then that will not change the sign. Fine. Okay. So next, all of you please open the page number 32. Okay, page number 32. Method of solving linear equation in one variable. So how to solve your linear equation in one variable? Okay. So for that, just you can see the first point, simplify both sides by removing group symbols and collecting like terms. Generally, we need to collect the like terms. Okay. Then we need to remove the fraction. How to remove the fraction? Either you can multiply with the LCM. Okay. Then collecting all the variables in the one side and collecting all the constant towards the other side. And then we can just multiply or divide, and we can make the coefficient of variable 1. Either by multiplying or by subtracting or by dividing. Okay, fine. So this will be very easy. So now we will move to graph of subset. Okay, so how to draw the graph. So next topic will be graphs of subsets of natural number, whole number, and integer. So we have to see this, how to draw the graph of natural number, whole number, or integer. Okay, so suppose we first draw the graph of x. Okay, graph of x such that this is the such that, okay, I already mentioned, and such that our x, how it written, x is greater than minus 1 but x is less than 4. So this is written how you will read this, x is greater than minus 1 but x is less than 4, like this. Okay, such that our x belongs to natural number. So what will be the answers, solution set? Okay, so we have to find the value of x such that our x is greater than minus 1 but less than 4 and x belongs to natural number. So what are the natural number which are greater than -1 but less than 4? So natural number starts from 1. So 1, 2, 3. So this will be the all the solution set. This will be the solution set because natural number less than 4. Okay, greater than -1. Greater than -1, the natural number greater than -1 is 1 because natural numbers are all positive numbers or counting numbers. Okay. Now how we will represent this solution set on a graph, okay, or in a number line. Generally we will show this on a number line. So how we will show this on a number line? Just draw a number line. We have to just put 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so you can put some other numbers also, suppose 0, -1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That will be enough. Okay, now we have to only mark 1, 2 and 3. So how we will mark 1, 2 and 3? Just dark the points 1, 2 and 3. So this will be the required answer. We need not to mark other points. Those points are in the solution set. We need to mark them only. Okay, the darkened circle indicates the natural number contained in the set. Okay, you can write the darkened circles indicate the natural number contained in the set. Fine. Similarly, suppose we take now whole number. Okay, the graph of x such that x is greater than -1, less than 4, such that not such that, comma, x belongs to our whole number. So what are the whole number which are greater than -1 but less than 4? So obviously these are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so how we will plot it on a number line? So suppose this is 0, this is -1, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we need to only encircle 0, 1, 2 and 3. So just encircle 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the required answer. Okay, but when the solution set, not the solution set, the graph, okay, when x such that x is greater than -1 or we can say we can write suppose number 2 such that x is greater than 2 comma x belongs to natural number. So we have to write all the value of x or all the natural number which are greater than 2. So how many natural number are which are greater than 2? So there are infinite, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will continue till infinity. So we cannot encircle all these points. So for that what we will do, just make a number line. So suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just mark 2 or 3 points up to the end and just put 3 dots over the number line. So this will show that this contain all the natural number greater than or in all the positive direction. Okay, so dark circle indicate the natural number contained in the set, and the three dots over the right part will show that the natural number are continued. Okay, if the left dot, if the dots are put towards the left, then the number will continue toward left, and if the dots are put towards the right, then the numbers will continue after 5. Okay, like this. Similarly, if we take another example, suppose all such x such that x is less than -1 and our x belongs to integer. So we have to write all the integers which are less than -1. So what are the natural integers which are less than -1? So all the integers which are less than -1 are -2, -3, -4, -5. So this will continue till the left side of the infinity. Okay. So these all numbers are moving towards the left. So all the negative numbers are towards the left. So suppose this is our 1, this is 0, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, like this. Okay. So we need to just circle from -2. So -2, -3, -4, and all the number will continue after -4 or towards the left. So we have to just put 3 dots over the real line. So this will show that the numbers are still continuing towards the left. Okay. So in this way we can plot the graphs of a subset where we get the constant value, okay, individual value we are getting, -2, -3, -4, like this. Okay, next we will move to a graph of sets of real number. Okay, now we will move to the graphs of sets of all real number between two given numbers, okay. So let us take one example. Suppose example number 1. So graph of so graph of x such that our x is greater than equal to -1, but it is less than equal to 3, and such that x belongs to real number. So x is real number. So what is real number? All the numbers in the universe are known as our real number. That is 1, 2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.21, 1.32, all the points. Okay, so we have to write all the real numbers in between -1 and -3, and both -1 is also included. Okay, so if it was greater than -1, then we cannot include -1, but if it is equal to sign, that means we have to start from -1. Okay, so for this what we do, we will draw a real line and just the numbers between -1 and 3. So suppose this is our 0, this is -1, this is -2, this will be 1, 2, 3. Suppose we write some extra point towards the left side and one extra point towards the right side. Okay, so all the points including -1 and -3 and all the numbers in between that. So we have to include -1 and -3, and in between all this -1 and 3 we have all the numbers as a real number. So what we will do, we will just dark or bold the number line in between -1 and -2 like this. Okay, so from your pencil or pen you can shade it, or you can make a little bit bolder line. Okay, so this will, again you can see that -1 is also encircled, -3 is also encircled. Why I have encircled -1 and 3? Because -1 is also included and 3 is also included. How we can say this is included? Because less than equal to sign is there. Equal to means here we have to take -1 also. Okay, so suppose we take another example. Suppose x such that x is greater than equal to -2. Again we have to include -2, but less than 3, and x belongs to real number. Okay, that means we have to include -2, but we can't include 3 because in 3 there is no equal to sign is given. So for this, how we can draw the graph? So suppose x is greater than -2. So suppose we take one extra point, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you can see -2 is included, so we will darken the circle. But 3 is not included. So if 3 is not included, we have to draw a open circle. Okay, if 3 is not included, then we have to draw an open circle at point 3 like this. This will represent, or this will indicate that 3 is not included, and we have to include all the real numbers between -2 and 3. So what we will do, we will bold this number line between -2 and 3, but at 3 the circle will be opened, whereas at point -2 the circle will be closed. We have to completely dark the circle. Okay, so this is the way to draw the, or to set off, or to draw the all the points over a real line. Okay, similarly for the third case, suppose we are taking x such that x is greater than 1 and less than 5, comma x belongs to real number. You can see 1 is also not included, 5 is also not included. So how we will draw the number line? So we have to take this number line. Okay, so 1, all numbers are positive. Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 1 and 2 are not included, and we have to write all the real numbers in between 1 and 2, excluding 1 and 2. So in 1 we will draw an open circle, and in 5 we have to draw an open circle, and then we have to dark this, or we have to bold the line. Okay, so this is the procedure to draw the all the real lines, okay, real points. I think it is clear. Okay, so if less than equal to is there, sign is there, so that point will be encircled completely, and if at some other point your less than sign is there or greater than sign is there, we need to open circle it. Fine. So let us talk about other point also, which we in which only one endpoint is given. So in previous slide we can see that two endpoints are there. X was in between some number -2 and -3. So what will happen if suppose x is greater than 2 or x is less than 5, like this. Okay, so the graphs of like this, x such that our x is greater than a may be any number, and x is our real number, or x such that x is greater than equal to a such that x belongs to real number, or it may be your x such that x is less than a, x belongs to real number, or we can take x such that x is less than equal to a comma x belongs to real number. So all this point you can see only one endpoint is given. Okay, so if we draw, suppose we take one example of the first one. So all such x such that x is greater than 2 such that x belongs to real number. So how to draw this graph? So we have to include all the real numbers which are greater than 2. 2 is not included. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay, so 2 is not included, so we have to draw one open circle and all the points towards the right side of the 2. So how we can do this? So just encircle, bold it, bold the line till the arrow. So this will show that these are all the real lines or real numbers which are greater than 2. Similarly, for the second example, this one, suppose x such that x is greater than equal to 2 comma x belongs to real number. So for this, how we have to draw? So suppose this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay, so now 2 is included, so we have to completely encircle it. Now just bold the line till the arrow. This is the required answer. Fine. So for the third one, this one, so x such that suppose x is less than 3 comma x belongs to real number. So arrow less than 3, we need to mark, or we need to just draw the graph of all the real numbers which are less than 3. So let this be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, suppose -1, like this. Okay, so now 3 is not included, so we have to open circle it and we have to just bold the line till the arrow. Fine. Similarly, for the fourth one, suppose x such that x is less than equal to 3 and x belongs to real number. So how we will draw this graph? So this is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so 3 is now included, so we will completely circle it and circle it, and then just bold the line. Okay, so this is the procedure. I think it's clear. Okay, so in the next video we will solve the exercise. We will solve all the question of the exercise. Okay, thank you.